Welcome to First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis, the birthplace of Congregational Humanism. We carry on that tradition of free thought today, dedicated to promoting a free search for truth, meaning, and justice. Our web address is firstunitarian.org. Thank you for joining us.
Sometimes I remember the old days when the world was filled with sorrow. You might have thought I was living, but I was all alone. In my heart the rain was falling, the wind blew, the night was calling. Come back, I'm all you've ever known. Open the door and come on in. I'm so glad to see you, my friend. You're like the rainbow coming around the bend. And when I see you happy, well, it sets my heart free. I'd like to be as good a friend to you as you are to me. There were friends who could always see me through the haze. Their smiles would greet me, saying okay, saying hello, saying goodbye. Soon I knew what I was after was life and love, tears and laughter. Hello, my good friend. Hello, my darling. What do you know? Open the door and come on in. I'm so glad to see you, my friend. You're like the rainbow coming around the bend. And when I see you happy, well, it sets my heart free. I'd like to be as good a friend to you as you are to me. I used to think it was only me, feeling alone and not feeling free. To be alive, to be a friend. Now I know we all have stormy weather. The sun shines through and we're together. I'll be your friend right through to the end. Come on and open the door. Come on in. I'm so glad to see you, my friend. You're like a rainbow coming around the bend. And when I see you happy, well, it sets my heart free. I'd like to be as good a friend to you as you are to me. I'd like to be as... Open the door. You can come on in. Open the door and come on in. I'm so glad to see you, my friend. You're like a rainbow coming around the bend. And when I see you happy, well, it sets my heart free. I'd like to be as good a friend to you as you are to me. I'd like to be a good a friend to you as you are to me.
Welcome to First Unitarian Society of Minneapolis on this partly cloudy and warm September 21st, 2025. Today we celebrate the autumnal equinox, the astronomical beginning of fall. First Unitarian Society is a member congregation of the Unitarian Universalist Association of Congregations. Our programming is on-site, live, online live, and on demand 24/7. My name is Lisa Green, and I am a member of the Seasonal Celebrations team, which is bringing you this program today. I am joined by the rest of our team, along with many others, for this intergenerational service. Today, our music is provided by our house band, the Eclectics, and music director Mike Vasich. Thanks to all of our performers, readers, tech crew, and musicians for participating today and making this a special occasion. And thanks to all of you for joining us, whether you're here in the Assembly Hall or watching online. Now, take a moment to greet the people around you with a warm hello and perhaps introduce yourself to somebody you haven't met before. I can't remember, does somebody play this down, or I just start talking again? Okay, tell me when you think it's been long enough. Welcome, everyone, to this place of justice and compassion where we aspire to live up to humanity's highest ideals and highest hopes. Each week when we gather, we light our chalice as a symbolic representation of our shared values. Today we light the chalice for the value of equity. As Perry and Sonia light the chalice now, please speak with me the words that appear on the screen. We declare that every person has the right to flourish with inherent dignity and worthiness. We covenant to use our time, wisdom, attention, and money to build and sustain fully accessible and inclusive communities. First Unitarian Society is a congregational humanist community. We are here for each other, our neighbors and our planet, and one manifestation of that is our caring team. I am not a member of that team, but know that they are here for you, and excuse me, I have to get a drink of water. There is always both joy and hardship in our midst. If at any time you need support, or there's something happening in your life that you'd like to share with the care team or with this community, please call the FUS office or send a note to joysandconcerns@firstunitarian.org. You can also be in touch with the team using the contact form on our website. If you'd like to help spread a little care to others, you're invited to stop by the card basket downstairs to send a note to folks you're especially thinking of today. I have several things to share this morning. Steve Pratt, a longtime FUS member who has served as lead usher and sang in the choir, died on Friday morning of West Nile. He was a music lover who donated the piano in the Dietrich room. Our deep condolences to his wife, Lisa Jennis. News of a celebration of life is forthcoming. Peter Discoli asked for us to share that he is having knee surgery this coming week on the 24th. So he will be out of commission for a while, and I'm sure would appreciate your healing thoughts. Adele Hansen's knee surgery last Tuesday was successful, and she is continuing to recover at her daughter's home in Indiana. She thanks everyone for the supporting messages she has received. Ralph Henn was walking home from FUS a week ago Friday when he became extremely dizzy, fell and hit his head hard on concrete. He was taken by ambulance to HCMC where he was treated and tested for 6 hours. The cause of the dizziness was determined to be a senior flu shot that he had hours earlier. So he's saying to be warned of the side effects if you haven't had yours yet. But now Ralph, we're happy to say, is doing fine and even attended the Connection Circle gathering on Wednesday. And then on an unrelated matter, Ralph Surgeon, while happy with the manner in which his eyes are healing from surgery this past year, is concerned with how slowly they're doing so. Birthdays and aging are both a joy and a concern, and sometimes a surprise. Jean and Anita Martinez celebrated their 67th and 65th birthdays this past week. And they're truly amazed that they made it to be this old. And I just want to say, Jean and Anita, if you're watching online, because I don't see you here, you are not old. I mean, 60 is the new 40. Okay, so we have some slides. Okay, is that the right slide? Sandra Gunderson. This is in Joys and Concerns. Oh, Sandra Gunderson received a red ribbon for her pine green denim jacket at the state fair. And Martha Hardesty received a pink ribbon for her gray jacket and skirt set. In addition, Martha received a blue ribbon for a skirt she made of hemp and 2 white ribbons for a dress and jacket set and a men's plaid wool shirt. Congratulations to both of you. We have a lot of talented people here at FUS. All of these friends we hold in love. We take this time apart so that we might connect with our shared humanity, to embrace and celebrate the beautiful range of human diversity, to commit ourselves to showing up for those who need support, and to remember all who are suffering here and around the world. This morning, we continue to hold our deep concern for our country's democracy and hold in our hearts our commitment to counteracting violence with love and hate with deeper understanding. You're invited in the following moments of silence to reflect on all the joys, concerns, griefs, and milestones in our lives, in the lives of those we love, and in the lives of all beings everywhere.
Good morning. I'm Marcy Lessler from the Seasonal Celebrations team, here to welcome you to autumn. Today, we celebrate autumn as the cycle of the seasons turns towards cooler days and longer nights. At the fall equinox, we are reminded that we must balance our wants and needs with the constraints of the planet. Autumn is a sublime season, rich with contrast and complexity. Autumn is a balancing act, when we must simultaneously undertake new projects while grieving our losses, harvest the bounty of our gardens and farms while discarding the rubble on the compost pile, enjoy the exhilarating beauty of flowers and fields while we watch their demise, and with gratitude, take stock of our abundance while we share with those who are in need. It is this wide spectrum of divergent experiences that makes autumn such a poignant time in our lives. So today, at the onset of this sublime season, we'll attune ourselves to the natural world in autumn, reflect on our expectations of the season, and celebrate the values that sustain us personally and as a community at this time of the year. After the assembly, everyone is invited downstairs to our festive luncheon with the FUS community. As always, we begin our festivities with the calling of the quarters and the children's procession. So if there are any children who want to participate, go to the back by Audrey or by one of the stations to be in the procession. After each quarter reader, please sing the response that appears on the screen as the children process. Or you can turn to page 73 in the Gray Songbook for the music. Now, let our celebration begin.
Greetings from air of the east. Welcome my gusty autumn winds and crisp scented breezes. I arrive on a current of change, stirring a deep breath of courage for the darkening days to come. Alert your senses to this moment to feel the zephyr of hope and possibility and move toward a more sustainable future, to find your place in the web of life. Welcome autumn air. Welcome the gifts that I bring.
From fire of the south, welcome my flaming autumn colors and the season's burning embers, casting beauty and warmth amidst the changing landscape of spent flowers, rustling leaves, and harvested fields. Kindle your will and desire to share abundance with those in need, to care for this beleaguered earth, to measure life by what is given, not by what is acquired. Welcome the autumn sun. Welcome the gifts that I bring. Summertime has turned the star wheel. Autumn is upon us. Summertime has turned the star wheel. Autumn is upon us. Sweet the angling song, sweet upon the air, the spell of
Greetings from water of the west. Welcome my cool autumn rains and the inevitable coming frost, signaling the garden's demise, nature's annual rest, the passing away of one life to prepare for another. Awaken to autumn's frosty chill, to the urgency of our purpose, to the brevity of our days, to cherish all that we have for the time we have been given. Welcome the waters of autumn. Welcome the gifts that I bring.
Greetings from Earth of the North. Welcome autumn's abundant harvest, the bounty of gardens and fields, tomatoes, peppers, okra, and squash, cantaloupe, green beans, pumpkins and beets, potatoes, zucchini, apples, and corn. Be grounded in the knowledge of the unity of all life, to seek wisdom in the cycles of the changing seasons, to plant and reap, cognizant of generations yet to come, to reach out to each other and make this world your home. Welcome the earth in autumn. Welcome the gifts that I bring.
And now for a couple of fall poems by Alex Klingenberg. September. Fall breezes and summer light. September is the ripe apple we wait for all year. The crush of joy so sweet we know it cannot last. I tremble with the still green leaves, both of us knowing it's only a matter of time now. September is a prayer for presence within the dazzling ache of unsustainable beauty. And another one, again and again I choose autumn. I breathe in a new vision of coming home full, of finding peace on the inside of things, to drop into my life, to drop it into it fully. All of my autumns are a way of sinking further into intuition, into deep knowing that adventure lives in me, inside you, and inside the space between our bodies. The channels we unlock with our writings, our songs, the paintings, our impressionists. We come together in dreams and art to reveal what we already know. There is no such thing as disconnection, just cycles and seasons of coming and going, ebbing and flowing, waxing and waning, drifting closer and closer to the truth with each passing year. And now, let's have our readers come up for the play, Humdrum and the Last Apple Tree. Well, as soon as they get their places, we'll start.
Once upon a time, there was a king. The king was a vain, short-tempered man whom most people found quite unpleasant to be around. His favorite punching bag was his lackey, Humdrum, who suffered immensely due to his extreme proximity to the foul man.
Humdrum, come here and listen to me.
Yes, sire. What can I do for you?
I need you to cut down that sad little apple tree. It's going to block the view of my new statue.
Your Highness, what new statue?
Didn't I already tell you? I'm building a new one on top of that hill over there. It will be so big and so beautiful.
But this will be the 5th statue you've built this year alone.
You can never have too much of a good thing, and besides, everybody loves them. Speaking of, why don't you go get a hatchet and start hacking down that tree right now?
The tree, sire? You want me to cut down the last remaining apple tree?
Yes, I want you to cut down the last remaining apple tree. It's a crooked eyesore.
The king was an expert on crooked eyesores.
And it hasn't given me apples in years. I don't want it taking attention away from my statue.
Well, sire, I have a lot on my plate right now, so it might be a little while before I have the time.
Whatever. I'm leaving for a 2-week public relations tour of the neighboring kingdoms tomorrow. I want that tree gone by the time I return.
Of course, Your Highness. You can count on me.
Now I have some important tweeting to do.
Humdrum had spent his days begrudgingly going along with the king's unfortunate antics, but this time he wasn't so sure.
I can't let the king chop down the very last apple tree, but how do I stop him? I'll go ask the village elders. Maybe they'll know what to do.
So Humdrum requested a meeting with the village elders.
What do you need us for, Humdrum? What's happened?
The king wants me to do something absolutely awful. I'm to cut down the last apple tree from the old orchards, and it just seems so wrong.
Oh my, really?
Yes, really. Do you remember when we were children, there was a big apple orchard that stretched all across these hills?
Of course. We used to frolic amongst the trees. We'd play hide and seek or have contests to see who could climb the highest.
We'd marvel at the pink and white flowers and try to bury each other in the blossoms once they fell.
And once the fruit came in, the whole kingdom would come to take their share of the fresh, juicy apples.
Oh, yes, those were the days, but the orchard is all gone now. It's fun memory, but what are you going to do?
But that's what I've come to you for. The king's had all the other apple trees cut down. This is the last one. We can't let this tree die too.
Why did the king order all the trees to be cut down anyway?
Well, he built that theater right in the middle of the orchard, and then he commissioned a big art gallery and a pool.
I never knew we had a theater.
Or an art gallery.
Or a pool.
He doesn't let anyone in but himself. And a few special guests, I suppose. Or he would if he ever met anyone he felt worthy enough to invite.
Oh, it's sad, yes, but it's not like there's anything we can do about it.
Well, I just thought...
The king does what the king does. We don't really have the power to change it. So just forget about it and move on.
But wait!
Let it go, Humdrum.
There's nothing to be done.
So Humdrum left the elders feeling defeated. Little did he know a pack of children had been listening outside the council room door. They pounced on Humdrum as soon as he left the room.
Humdrum, was all of that really true?
Yeah, did there really used to be a whole orchard around here?
And you would be allowed to play in it?
Could you climb the trees for real? I love climbing, but there's hardly any trees to climb around here anymore.
Yes, it's all true. But I guess those days are gone. If the elders won't help me, I guess I'll just have to cut down the last tree.
Wait, maybe we can help you.
Help me how?
We'll think of something. Just don't cut it down yet.
Give us a week.
Really? Well, the king is going to be gone for a couple more weeks. I guess you could try. But I can't stay. The king has asked me to clean ketchup off the castle walls again.
The children went immediately to investigate the tree.
It's a bit scrawny, isn't it?
Sure, it's a bit crooked, but it has potential.
Are you sure? Maybe we're not going to be able to...
Stop right there. You're starting to sound like those old people. What's the harm in at least trying?
You're right. but I think we're gonna need some help. Let's go talk to the witch. She has the biggest, best, most beautiful garden in all the land.
All along the trip to visit the witch, the children came up with all sorts of ideas for how they could make their community more beautiful and fair, starting with turning some of the king's exclusive areas into fun spaces for everybody to enjoy.
The pool should be a community pool where kids could take swimming lessons.
And the theater should be a community theater.
Ooh, maybe we could create our own shows. Oh, and we definitely need more trees everywhere.
That would be great, but the king never seems to share with his people.
Maybe he will someday.
And maybe someday pigs will fly. Oh, here we're at the witch's cabin.
Yes, here you are. And why is that? Come to steal from my big, beautiful garden?
We're not going to steal from you. We've come to ask for your advice.
My advice? That's a switch. Usually people are full of advice for me about how to be more normal. Why do you think I live so far from the village?
I thought it was so you'd have more space for your beautiful garden.
Well, yes, that too. So, you like my garden?
Very much. I love how everything is so green here, not like in the village.
Can you help us? We're trying to save the last tree from the old apple orchard. It's a scraggly disaster.
The king wants to cut it down.
Wouldn't it be easier just to go along with him and cut it down?
No, we can't cut it down. It's the last one. There must be something we can do.
Well, I suppose you could rake around the tree, get the weeds out, prune the dead branches, and give it some of this.
Is that a magic potion of some kind?
I guess you could say that. It's actually just some fertilizer, my special blend. But it has worked magic on my garden.
Thank you, thank you.
We really appreciate your help.
The children followed the witch's advice. And soon, much sooner than should have been possible, the tree was perking up. Within days, there was new growth, and a few days after that, blossoms. And before the end of the week, it was already bearing a load of delicious apples.
Children, I'm amazed. How did you do this? And so quickly.
We got advice from that wise witch with the wonderful garden.
It turns out all this tree needed was a little bit of love.
And a little bit of magic fertilizer.
I hope you didn't sell your souls for that advice.
What? She's very nice. And we just brought her a few of our apples. She was so happy to hear that the tree was doing well.
Well, in any event, I'm very happy to see such a bountiful harvest. I think we should invite the townspeople to come pick the apples, like the old days.
Good idea.
The townspeople spent that day harvesting from the newly reinvigorated tree. As soon as the apples were picked, they were invariably carted off to be transformed into
Apple pies and apple cobblers.
Apple crisps and apple tarts. Delicious.
They made a party out of it. Several villagers brought their instruments and played music for them.
Underneath an Apple Tree by Ken Nisbet.
Underneath an apple tree, one lovely day in autumn, a friend walked up to talk with me.
And then an apple got him.
It dropped and bonked him on the head, which would have made me bawl.
But he just laughed and winked and said, "That apple likes the fall."
The Worm and an Apple, author unknown.
Worm wiggled into an apple.
Worm wiggled into the core.
Worm wiggled out of the apple.
We just couldn't eat anymore.
If I were an apple, author unknown.
If I were an apple and grew on a tree,
I think I'd drop down
on someone like me.
I wouldn't stay there.
Up so high,
I'd fall down at once
and say, "Make me a pie."
Little Apples, author unknown, adapted by Dietrich Kingstrom. 5 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
A caterpillar munching on a ripened apple sweet.
4 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat? A bird flew in for pecking. Juicy apples are a treat. 3 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
A horse stopped by for lunching. Big red apples can't be beat.
2 little apples hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat? A wandering pig tromping the fallen apple at its feet.
1 little apple hung on a tree. When no one else was looking, guess who came to eat?
Some apple-loving children. Hey, that last one's now for me!
Apples by Helen H. Moore.
Apples, apples, what a treat. Sweet and tart and good to eat.
Apples green and apples red,
hanging from branches overhead.
And when they ripen,
down they drop,
so we can taste our apple crop.
This has been one of the best days I've had in a long time.
Such was the merriment that no one noticed the king's carriage coming down the road. No one noticed him at all until the yelling started.
What is this? I come back from an exhausting 2 weeks of constant travel, and not only is that tree not chopped down, but you all are throwing a party for it on my land that I wasn't invited to?
Your Highness, oh joy. You're back.
And not a moment too soon, I see. Can't I trust anyone around here?
What's the problem? Now that you're here, you can join in on the celebration too. Do you want some apple crisp?
No, I don't want any apple crisp. That's food for commoners. I only eat food prepared by my personal chef. You are probably trying to poison me.
Hey, don't talk to our friend that way.
You're a meanie.
After all I have done for you in this kingdom, I see how it is. I guess if you want something done right, you have to go do it yourself. Humdrum, get me an axe.
Well, Your Highness, I understand why you wanted to cut it down before, but now it's beautiful and green. I just think maybe it could be nice to leave it alone.
Humdrum, we've talked about this. I'm going to build a statue here, and there will be no space for this stupid tree, regardless of how beautiful it may be. My statue will look better anyway.
Nobody cares about your dumb statue. We want to keep the tree.
Keep the tree. Keep the tree. Keep the tree. Keep the tree. Keep the tree.
I don't care what you people think. I am the king, and I'll do what I want. And I want to chop down this tree.
So the king marched back to his carriage to grab an axe, then strode back with great purpose to the party.
Trees are but momentary. Statuary is forever. Just ask Christopher Columbus.
The villagers watched with great sadness, a bit fearful of the king, as he furiously cut down the apple tree, and it crashed loudly to the ground.
There! Job done. Back to the village with the lot of you. You all certainly must have better things to do. Or if you prefer, you could help build my statue.
The king returned to his carriage and left for his castle while the villagers stood, mouths agape in stunned silence.
It's gone. All gone. I can't believe he actually did it. The last apple tree is gone forever.
Well, Humdrum, I suppose you tried. It was nice while it lasted. And that festival was quite enjoyable with all the apple dishes and music and such.
Still, a lot of work for nothing. You probably shouldn't have bothered at all.
Slowly, most of the villagers drifted away and returned home, adjusting to the loss of the apple tree that they, a short while before, had started to believe could be saved, but the children stayed on.
All that's left is this stump. I just feel so awful that we couldn't save the tree.
I feel empty inside. Well, except for the apple cobbler, apple pie, apple tarts, apple crisps,
I get the point.
I suppose we should go tell the witch. After all, she was the one who made it possible for us to enjoy the tree one last time.
So the kids trudged out of town to the witch's house, where she was tending to her garden.
What? Back so soon? I haven't even finished eating those apples you brought me yet.
The crop was so big that the whole village came to pick apples.
We were able to bake them into all sorts of goodies and had a huge party with everyone next to the tree.
But
the king returned and he was really angry and he chopped the tree down.
There's nothing left.
Nothing left at all?
No, we ate all the apples.
Every last one.
And now there are no trees and no apples.
Are you sure about that?
Well, there was those few apples we brought you.
Yes, those apples were delicious, and I enjoyed them a great deal. All except the last one on my kitchen table, which I was going to have for dessert tonight.
You mean there's one left?
Indeed, there is one left. But what could one little apple do?
We could cut it open and take out the seeds and plant them and grow more trees.
We could! Could we please have that one apple back so we can try?
And do you have any more of that magic fertilizer?
Yes, you may have the apple. It is on my table. And the fertilizer's right over there. Help yourself. And now I've got to get back to my own garden.
The children grabbed what they needed and hurried back to the village, where they rounded up the other kids. They carefully cut into the apple and removed the seeds. Never in their short lives had they seen so many seeds in a single apple. Together, they planted the seeds in rings around the village for all to enjoy. After the children planted each seed, they lovingly sprinkled some of the witch's fertilizer on it. Amazingly, within days, each tree had grown into a sturdy young sapling.
Can you believe it? This thing was barely a twig just the other day, and look at it now. Blossoms.
So many of them. It won't be long before each one of those buds starts to grow into a delicious apple.
And just think, each of those trees will bear tons of fruit. We'll have apples forever.
And there are so many trees that even the king himself couldn't chop them all down.
It's just so beautiful. Every day I look out the window and it's like the old orchard from my childhood. It's coming back better than ever. I'm sorry we couldn't save the old tree, though.
But in a way, you did. Maybe not that specific tree, but every one of these trees is its direct descendant.
The old tree will live on for centuries to come, just like me, thanks to the work of those kids.
And, of course, the help of the witch.
She rules.
Working together, we really did do something remarkable, didn't we? We saved what was important and made it better and longer lasting.
The trees did indeed live on. They kept growing and kept producing delicious apples, and the village had a festival every year. The king never attended a single one. As promised, the king put up a new statue of himself where the old tree had once stood. He admired it fondly, but was angry that the villagers themselves didn't fawn over it like he did. Truth is, they couldn't even see it. Their view was blocked by all the tall fruit-laden apple trees, and everyone but the king lived happily ever after. Happy Fall Equinox!
And now we'll sing. Please stand as you're willing and able, and we'll do Building a New Way, number 1017 in the Teal Songbook.
Good morning. My name is Alan Callender, and my pronouns are he and him. And Sheila and I walked in this door about 19 years ago and found a community that we have come to love, and I hope you all share that with us. First Unitarian Society is a free, independent, and self-governing humanist community. Our mission is to foster a free search for knowledge and meaning, to strive for justice, and to serve one another, the Twin Cities, and beyond. Your financial support is an important element in turning our shared vision into reality, a very important part. And as your former finance director, I can assure you, I have seen how all the donations that we make, large and small, make all the difference. Today, we're making a special collection for the Groveland Food Shelf, which is housed within Plymouth Congregational Church. This is where on the second Sunday of each month, FUS volunteers serve a sit-down dinner to folks who are unhoused or just in need of a meal. This is also where the canned and dry goods collected today will go. To give, you can use the QR code on the screen here shortly, which will take you to our online giving form. You can designate how you'd like your donation used, or you can stop by the office, mail in your donation. And please feel free to reach out to us with any questions about giving to First Unitarian Society. As the baskets are passed, you are invited to give generously and joyfully as you are willing and able. Thank you.
creatures stir in the morning time. If the clouds go still in the sky, and the days roll in and pass us by, I will ride your elevator. We'll stay out till it is later. If tomorrow's sun doesn't shine, at least I'll have my Clementine. If tomorrow's moon doesn't show, if our dreams go lost in the winter snow, and the flowers wither and die, and the waterfalls run low and dry, will you meet me in the garden? We'll say please and beg your pardon. If tomorrow's sun doesn't shine, at least I'll have my Clementine. There's a place that nobody knows. There's a packing up of summer clothes. In the lazy days of my mind, you've always been my Clementine.
Good morning. I'm Martha Hardesty, and I'm a member of your ministerial search team. This group, as you know, has been designated by the congregation and by the Board of Trustees to lead the search process for a permanent minister. So far, we have been following all the rules and had great progress. As a retired academic, I've been charged this morning with checking in on your assignments. Okay. First, I'd like to thank all of you who've already registered for one of the focus groups. These are more in-depth discussions about the direction that everyone here hopes that this process takes. We've got groups taking place weekdays, weekends, daytimes, evenings, in person, virtual, and even one next weekend at the Retreat to the Woods. We ask each individual to sign up for one of these slots, and every voice in any household is valued. The link to the sign up is on the member contributor email and also in the Friday update. Then, Please join us for a free, important workshop on equity offered by the Unitarian Universalist Association on Saturday, October 4th, here at FUS from 8:30 in the morning until 12:30. This will inform our search process and also help FUS maintain an equity lens on all of our efforts moving forward. Breakfast is available for those in person, so we hope a lot of you will be here for that. Otherwise, a virtual option is available, and you follow the same sign-up link that we've been using for everything. Finally, we've really had a strong response to the anonymous survey regarding your perceptions of FUS and your priorities for a new minister. Thank you very much. If you were a grad research project, you'd be sailing along. Members and contributing friends have received a link by email, and the information is also available in that Friday update. Please take a few minutes to complete it by September 28th and just wow us with the response rate. There is a lot going on, and we hope you will all fall into it. Please visit the search team webpage. A QR code will appear on the screen or at our information table in the lower assembly hall after the service during mini meal today. We can give you more information about the survey, the focus groups, the equity workshop, and about the search process overall. We can also help people complete the survey or register for the other programs if they need assistance. So thank you all. Happy fall. Bye, y'all.
And now for the rest of the announcements. Bethany Johnson, our office assistant, is away today through next Sunday, with the exception of Friday the 26th, when she will be in the office. Other staff members are prepared to assist her with whatever is needed during this time. Next Sunday is our orientation back to Ethical Explorers at 10:30 in the Chalice Room. You can register on the day of class or in advance online. Check the most recent weekly update for registration links. Today at 5 o'clock, join Zola and your fellow FUS families in the Chalice Room for this month's Child Family Dinner. Bring an appetizer, dessert, or just yourself. An enthusiastic group of us gathered this past Wednesday to enjoy our first conversation circle, dinner and discussion. This bold experiment is continuing for 10 weeks on Wednesdays at 5:15 p.m. Participation is free. A light dinner is provided, and all are welcome to join, perhaps especially those who are coming to FUS for other Wednesday night activities. An additional game night activity will be available afterwards until 8 p.m. Please save the date for our Social Justice Visioning Retreat. That's happening on Sunday, October 5th from 12:15 to 4 o'clock and is in person only. Whether you've been doing deep social work at FUS for a long time or you're looking for ways to plug in, you're invited to come together to surface our collective wisdom and to vision a path forward. After the assembly, please come downstairs to enjoy a special festive fall luncheon. The menu is fall harvest salad with citrus vinaigrette, turkey meatloaf with sweet tomato glaze, buttered chickpeas, roasted vegetables with lemon beurre blanc, and an apple crisp with ice cream. Suggested donation is $10 for adults, but pay what you can because we just want you to come. We want you to celebrate with us. And finally, the Moshenkos, one of our Ukrainian families, have made us 3 delicious cakes in thanks for FUS's help in supporting them through the most recent crisis. Your purchase of their cakes and hiring them for jobs is greatly appreciated. Enjoy the cakes at today's mini meal.
Earth of the North, beautiful and bountiful in the reaper's hand, we are fed by you. Root our lives in gratitude and joy, ever mindful of you this autumn time.
Water of the West, river of life and harbinger of death, we feel your chill. Crystallize our knowledge, into wisdom, ever mindful of you this autumn time.
Fire of the south, lighting harvest moon and autumn sun, we bask in your glow. Warm us to another season of love and compassion, ever mindful of you this autumn time.
Wind of the east, singing the requiem of the dying year, we hear your lament. Call us to lives of courage, hope, and peace, ever mindful of you this autumn time.
Why are you near? 'Cause if you cannot make yourself a good noise, tell me what you're doing here. Now we all got the hand for the gimme, we all got the mouth for the multiply. When it comes down to giving back, we give the eye to the other guy. Oh, it seems that so much trouble is simply caused by the angry word. Although silence can be a virtue, still it's a good noise that's preferred.
Tell me the truth, what are you living for? Tell me why are you near? 'Cause if you cannot make yourself a good noise, tell me what you're doing here. Tell me the truth, tell me why.
Now you got every right and reason to be down in the dumps today, but aren't you just adding to the problem? If you got nothing good to say, sure you can have your countless troubles, nobody here would understand. But tell me, how can you ever take a breath of hope talking down your fellow man?
Tell me the truth, what are you living for? Tell me why are you near? 'Cause if you cannot make yourself a good noise, tell me what you're doing here. Tell me the truth, what are you living for? Tell me why are you near? 'Cause if you cannot make yourself a good noise, tell me what you're doing here. 'Cause if you cannot take yourself a good noise, tell me what you're doing here. Go out and make some good noise.
Thanks to all our performers and everyone who's been up here. Now, a few words. In this time of cosmic balance, let us honor both our light and shadow selves, embrace both our strengths and vulnerabilities, finding peace in the interplay of these. With gratitude for the dualities of life, let us cultivate a deeper understanding of life's cycles and our place within them. May it be so. Thank you.